in my Michael J. I get cake, I cannot complain. Been finessing since I was a kid. In the second grade, selling lemonade. Get paid, hold up, wait. Can I get paid? Yawn, in a break, feel like I'm in space. See a snake, kill a snake, get paid. Get left every day, so get your straight.
I heard he's always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard he...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Mitchell Trubisky's Bears going up against Deshaun Watson's Texans.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They go play action with Trubisky. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. To throw on second is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Chicago's offense getting set to take over, and it's a crew, not only offensively, but defensively, obviously, collectively. The 4 straight last-place finishes. That's what they're facing as they enter 2018. Now, if there's a silver lining, I guess, they did go from 3 wins to 5 wins last year.
Are you really exciting the fans on that one, aren't you?
I was reaching.
Look, they finished number 10 on defense in the league, which was really somewhat remarkable because they had a number of injuries on all 3 levels, and somehow they fashioned that together. But Mitchell Trubisky, their rookie quarterback, who played well in spurts, they've got to surround him with talent, and a number 1 receiver would be a great place to begin. Because right now, the guys playing the perimeter, they're not going to give you very many game-breaking plays.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Play action. It's Trubisky. The swing pass caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Josh Bellamy, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Charles, let's step into a conversation about Houston in 2017 as their offense comes back onto the field here. But just 1-9 in their last 10 games, finished 4-12. You and I know, though, injuries really ravaged this team.
Absolutely destroyed this team. And look, we focus on Deshaun Watson, the quarterback, and rightly so. He was probably going to be the rookie of the year. But when it started for injuries, it was defense. J.J. Watt, perennial all-pro, goes out early. Whitney Merciless, double-digit sack guy out. Brian Cushing, starting linebacker, out. When you start totaling up the injuries they had through the year, it's almost amazing that they made it through the entire season able to play the schedule. So that's what you're looking at with the Texans, who have been a defense-first team. If they can get everyone back healthy playing to their level and get Deshaun Watson back sparking the offense, optimism will be high in 2018.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll put Fuller in motion right. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. This is Howard on 2nd down. And a short gain down to about the 33. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you know I'm always going to listen to you first, okay? But when I hear the PA guy say, tackle in the backfield by Clowney, my first thought is to go back to his days at South Carolina and that one particular hit in the bowl game against Michigan.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This one maybe not as big as that, but my mind goes there as well.
Yeah, but he's a talented individual because you can use him in so many different ways. Obviously, a defensive end. He can play stand-up outside linebacker and a nickel and sub situations. Rush him inside against offensive guards. He's usually too quick for him.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go. Green 39.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, Howard. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will make our score 9-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. first down, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They go play action here on first down. And right with it here over the middle. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Third down here.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. Being chased out left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 68 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
A first down carry now for Miller. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Steps away. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. They'll run it again with Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Got three. Ohio! Check. Here we go! What? Ohio!
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go! 38!
Here's Watson on the sneak, trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there, he didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And as a result, they could have had the lead with a field goal. Instead, they turned the ball over on downs. And tough starting field position here. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. Unable to corral him. He fights through. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's round!
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Now, he's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
They'll give to Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offense.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he's...
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take over at the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He'll look to throw. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard in the final minute. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left,
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Oh, shifty.
whoa.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you